Log on to doggiediamondstv.com, doggiediamondstv.com. That is my official website. On there, you will find videos that you might have missed, as well as ways to contact me. You can even leave me a voice note on there. All my social media is on there. You can shop, buy some merch from me. But most importantly, you can put your email at the bottom of the website, and you can be a part of these email newsletters that's going to go out about content that you might have missed directly to your email. You just got to go to the bottom of the page on doggiediamondstv.com. That is my official website. Move around the site. Also, if you want to hear the audio version of the podcast, it's right on the website as well. Just go to the website, bookmark it, mark it in your phone, everything. doggiediamondstv.com. And listen, let me give you some information about this $200. Have you heard about my $200 social media promotion deal? If not, let me give you some details real quick. The promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV and Interlude TV accounts. That's the Insta stories, the YouTube communities, the Thread, the Facebook, the Twitter accounts. I could promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only, must be Cash App ready. I can help you get in front of over 500, which is 600,000 now, with the posts on various social media outlets that I named earlier. Just contact me at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. So what I'm about to do is do an intro for one show only, never to be played again. Let's go. Yes, it's early. Yes, and don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
yes, right on time. You see that? Stacy Galore. That might have been from last night, but shout out to you, Dynamite Gaming. What's up? Big Mars in the building. Erica Lopez, good morning to you as well. Nate Jackson, what's up? Jen Cat, what's up? RA, what's up? It's Boss. What's up? Brian, what's up? Ariza Zakia Ra, what's up? Watch Slice, what's going on? Chief Black, what's up? Juman Non-Sick, what's going on? And don't forget, I think it's already going to tell you.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
If it didn't, it will. Peter Truth, what's up? Woods 901, I promise you, this will be a show. This is going to be a show that you're going to want to bookmark this. You're going to want to save this. You're going to want to put this in your memory banks. If you're a podcaster, if you're a rapper, if you're a DJ, if you're a social media brand strategist, anything that you do where your services is for other people, I'm going to give you some information today that you need. C-Man Israel, what's up? OG Quincy Jones, what's up? Jack Knight, what's up? RA, I appreciate it. Peter Truth, what's up? Key Uno, what's up? Yes, all music done by me. Every time you heard a beat on this channel, I produced that with the machines, with my fingers. Sweet D, how you doing? Yes, I'm here early. Let's get this show on the road early, 11 a.m. That's what we doing. Then I could get my day started, but I already hollered at my folks. Got some information out there that I could keep it moving. Nick Rosebush, what's up? The Bearded King, what's up? I see y'all in the chat early. Make sure you hit that like button. It's essential. Yes. Yes, yes. Hope the music is knocking in your ear. Hope it's feeling good. It's the only time I'm gonna ever play this beat. Shy Northside, what's up? Chief Black, what's up? Never playing this music again on the show. This is the only time you'll hear this beat as an intro. Never playing it again. I just wanted to do something different today because what I want to say today is very, very important to many of y'all out there. You might be affected by this, or you might pay attention. Top of the morning, Jiggy J TV. I see you. Sir God Black Man, what's up? Gab, what's up? GAV is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know, I got thousands of beats. I got thousands of thousands. Like, I really do this production thing. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggie Diamonds. I know it's early. Normally I don't normally I don't go on this early. I do every now and again. I don't even have a haircut. I got a barbershop appointment today, I think, somewhere around here. But I had to really build with y'all because I couldn't get on last night. Something was acting real wacky with the internet. So I couldn't get on last night and really talk to y'all about this. But it's very, very important that, you know, if you're a DJ, if you're somebody who supports somebody and you help them with your all, or you're just a regular average person and you realize that you being used. And many things that I say on this show don't apply to me. So sometimes people think that I'm going through it personally. I might have gone through it in the past, but not in this current time. I can't say that I am. But for many of you out there who go through different things, and I watch it and I see it, and I see your experiences, many of you don't have a voice because you don't have an outlet. You could have your Instagram, you could have your Facebook, you could have your social media, but you don't have a universal outlet like I do to be able to reach the masses with some of these messages. So many of times I'm speaking directly to you, for you, and being your voice for the people. So sometimes say, oh, he complaining, he mad. Nah, it ain't no complaints, ain't no mad stuff. It's that it's many of people who this gonna resonate with. And if it don't resonate with you, then don't watch it. That's just that. So I wanna say, I realize in this culture, and I don't know if it's, I don't wanna say black people. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna say black culture, but I'ma have to, in the point of that's all I'm surrounded with, that's all I know. Black culture has went from black culture to nigger culture, to where now we just dealing with a bunch of N-word stuff, where we had our traditions, we had our customs, we had everything as black people, but we went from that to the N-word culture. And that's all we know right now. That's all we dealing with right now. And in this N-word culture, it's a lot of things going on that a lot of people are doing and you affected by it. So let me get into it, right? So now you have people who are artists, you have men, you have women, and everything is about, to me, it seems like manipulation. Ahmed L, appreciate you. So let me say something to you, right? The biggest manipulation tactics that anybody will ever use on you are two things. They deal with your desires and they deal with your fears. They deal with your desires and your fears. So the desires is always a promise of something. Always, if you do this, I'll give you this. Your desires, what do you desire? So say you dealing with an artist, say you a DJ, say you a manager, say you a homeboy, and you dealing with an artist. And the artist tells you, if you put your all into me, then I'm going to be able to help you. When I get on, I got you. But you have to do this for me, you have to do this for me, you have to do that for me. There's no real return. But they play with your desire. They say, where you see yourself living at? I want to live in Monaco. You know what? When I get on, I'm going to make sure you get that crib in Monaco. Yo, I'm going to buy you your first car. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. See, that play to your desires. That's why they put a chain on the artist. They know the artist want jewelry. So they put a chain on the artist. They get them a car. They get them a house. But little do the artists know that you don't even own none of that. So you have people who you go all out, you help people. Everything is about making sure they right. And then when it don't work no more, when you stop sharing a post, when you realize it's not really working for you to do, then they start working on your fears. What's your fears? Watch out for this. Watch out for that. Watch out for this person. Don't go there. Don't go there. You ever notice many people say what? We in the last days. How long we been in the last days? How long you been hearing we been in the last days? We was in the last days in 2000. Remember, it was supposed to be this big phenomenon with the year 2000. What happened? 25 years done passed. Nobody went back. What Busta Rhymes was saying, there's only 5 years left. 30 years done passed since then. He never went back and said, yo, what I was saying, this, that, and the third. He just moved on, got fat, got skinny, got diesel, got small, and just lived life. But had some of y'all living like, yo, it's only 5 years left, man. We got to do this. And what I want y'all to know that is all a manipulation tactic. I'm going to show you somebody. This is Edward Bernays. This is the father of propaganda and PR. The father. I want to go down here and show you something about his PR. In PR, one of the biggest things that you do is to manipulate people into thinking that what they're taking place in is needed for them. So how he got women to smoke cigarettes openly and publicly and made it cool, because you remember it was a time where women couldn't even wear pants. So he called them, instead of cigarettes, he called them torches of freedom. Look it up. It's not even a cigarette, it's a torch of freedom. And in smoking this thing, you got freedom. A healthy breakfast is what? Bacon, eggs, and cheese. You never wonder, how do these things go together? Who said these things? Who said peanut butter and jelly go together? Who said salt and pepper go together? That's all public relations. That's all manipulation. And we all take these things and say, yeah, they do go together. So when somebody wants something from you, this is what they do. Ladies, how many times you heard a man say, I want to protect you? You need protection. I'll protect you. First of all, that's pimp talk, protection, because the pimp tells the prostitute that he need to protect her because there's so many people out there that's out to get her, not even knowing. In her mind, she like, yeah, I do need protection. So what he did, he went and dealt with her fears that people are out to get her. But when she don't do the right thing, he whips her ass. When she don't get no money, he whips her ass. The biggest person that she should fear is him. So you hear, I want to protect you. That's all pimp talk. You need protection. What is one of the things black women say? The black woman is not what? Protected. That's how a lot of black women feel. And here comes this fake ass knight in shining armor coming to say, I'll protect you. You need protection. I could protect you. Meanwhile, he left a whole bevy of unprotected women. Can't even protect his mama, can't protect his daughter. That is that Dr. Umar shit. Why he leave his daughter unprotected, his baby mama's unprotected, and sat there and had the nerve to say that a lot of black women are the way they are because of men. It's out there. When he was that nigga he talking about. This is what I'm saying to you. This is what people do right now to manipulate you. They use your fears and they use your desires, or your desires and fears. Ask you, what's your dream home? Where would you like to live? What's your dream car? If I tell you your favorite rapper did an album because somebody bought him a car, you'd have fuck your head up, but it's the truth. One of your favorite rappers did an album because somebody bought them a car. This is where we at. So a lot of times we got these artists that we know, these artists that we work with or work with previously, and everything got to be all about them. You got to post them. You got to share them. Meanwhile, if you look at their timeline, they don't post or share nobody's content but their own. Everybody has to get around them. They want to be the star. And they tell you, by doing this for me, I got you. At the same time, they never broke bread. They don't never do anything to help anybody else. Only thing they do is help themselves. Remember, one bozo sat on YouTube and tried to make you believe that China and America is about to go to war. And y'all still watch these clowns. Y'all still watch these people who's here to manipulate you. You still watch these people who tell you bullshit and they know they could work off your fears, because one of the biggest things that they do with us is they make us afraid. So they give you the problem, they give you the fear of the problem, but they also have the remedy. If you didn't notice that, they have the remedy. They have the remedy. You have people who will sit here and tell you stuff. I remember once upon a time, y'all was watching somebody YouTube where they was telling you that this person got beheaded. This person is in Guantanamo Bay. Y'all was watching that. Y'all was pay-per-viewing that shit. I saw it. I was sitting there like, wow, y'all really believe this bullshit. This person went down for treason and all that. Y'all was really watching that shit. I was bewildered because I was like, oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Manipulation, your fears. We the only people believe shit that's fearful, but the person who's spreading the message of fear act like they got some bunker. They act like they got some protection. So they'll say 144,000 is chosen, right? They use religion fear tactics. Meanwhile, they be out here living foul, doing some of the foulest shit. But they'll tell you that only 144,000 is chosen. Meanwhile, they getting pissy drunk, doing all types of wild, devious shit. You get what I'm saying? But only 144,000 is chosen. You got to come into this, or you got to know this, or you ain't going to make it to heaven. Meanwhile, they want heaven on earth. You got to give me your tithes so I could live in a big mansion, so I could have a big mega church, so I could have foreign cars while you live in squalor. But you got to give me your tithes because that's what God said. And if you don't give me your tithes, you're not going to make it to heaven. You're not sharing and liking my posts. You're not supporting me. So I'm unfriending you. This is what everybody is doing. It's all a tactic. And then out of nowhere, everybody became this star. Everybody became this person everybody became this person that we all need to gravitate towards. Everybody became this person that they're more important than you now. They're more important than you. They use your fears and your desires. They'll give you whatever you think you want. That's the desire part. Then when you don't comply, you're not in compliance, that's when they start using the fear. Your biggest fear is losing everything. How could you be a fear of losing something you know you didn't gain? If somebody give you something, they could take it. That's why I talk the way I talk. That's why I am the way I am. And I know a lot of people envy my freedom because they want to say it. If I go out there and say, yo, I don't like Redman album, I could say that. You know why? Because they didn't make me, so they can't break me. But although many people agree with me, they fear saying it because they don't want to burn bridges that they're not even a part of anyway. I got the right to say I don't like music, or I don't like this album, I don't like this beat. I got a right to say that. I didn't disrespect the person as a person. I didn't disrespect their children, their mother, none of that. I'm talking about a culture that I'm in, that I help build, that I'm a part of, that I'm actively in. But people will envy your freedom because they know their fears and desires can't be pushed on me. I don't desire nothing that you have. I've never been jealous of nobody in my life. Whatever you got, you like it, whatever. That's not my thing. And you cannot scare me. I'm afraid of absolutely nothing. I'm more afraid of my reaction than with anything you do because I got people who need me. So I fear sometimes that I'm going to go off the deep end and snap your neck in front of everybody. That's what I fear. But these little fear tactics or fears of not being your friend or fears of not having a friendship with you, I could give a shit. I could care less about that. I could care less about that because people want to dangle what they think you want, all for them to take it away, all for them to try to take it away. I done had people, my mother died when I was 2. You think I give a fuck about losing a friend that ain't really a friend? My parents are gone. My grandmother's gone. My brother died. My older sister died. So I'm only going to deal with genuine people. Anybody who I see any hidden agendas or any weird shit, okay, I already know what it's hitting for. I already know what it's hitting for. But you a DJ. You a DJ. You DJ for an artist on paper. But when he go do shows, he uses the replay machine or he got another DJ. Why you not on them turntables? Why you not on them turntables? You got a clothing line. Why them big name artists is not wearing your shit? You a brand strategist. You giving strategy out to help people. Why they not letting it be known? This whole strategy that y'all see me that I came up with come from him, come from her, come from them. No, everybody wants to be me, me, me. I did all this by myself. I did this. And the minute you out that you were a part of it, your worst fears is going to come true, because we always fear being alone or somebody cutting us off or somebody not rocking with us. That's why people keep you always on pins and needles of your relationship. It's always situational with people. Ain't nobody locked in. Ain't nobody saying, yo, we brothers for life. That shit is situational. When it comes to money, pussy, and opportunity, anybody will get their throat slashed in this day and time. I'm telling you. Money, pussy, and opportunity changes everything. But it's not an opportunity for us. It's not money for us. It ain't girls for us. It's for me. See, they start with this we shit, then somehow that W turns upside down into an M, and then it becomes me. Everything about me. Everything is about me. Everything is do me. Me this, me this, me that. And then you're sitting there, especially if you're an empathetic person, or you're a person who just naturally a person who wants to see other people win, you're going to be used and abused. They're going to use these tactics. They're going to use these tactics. They're going to use everything they can to keep you afraid. You have people who talk the most craziest, obscene shit. And they say, listen to me. Not that I'm going to steer you in the right direction. I'm just going to sit here and tell you what's wrong. They don't have no solutions. They don't have no answers. They don't have no bunker nowhere. They don't have canned goods piled up. They don't have a well. They don't have nothing. All they have is they selling you the fear. That's why we like scary movies. We want to be afraid. That's why we get on roller coasters. Think about the psyche of you getting on some shit that's going to make you scream in fear. You know how crazy that shit is? Just really think about it. I know roller coasters could be fun. Certain things are fun. But the fun is your fear. So, you like to be afraid? You a thrill seeker? Okay, how could I sell them this? So you're getting desire and fear out of a roller coaster. That's why you'll stand in line for 2 hours for about 7 minutes. 7 minutes on a ride, you'll stand in line for 2 hours. And then get off after 7-8 minutes of a roller coaster and get right back on the line to go back on again for another 2 hours. So you stood in line for 4 hours for 14 minutes. That's why you stand in line for Jordans. That's why you stand in line for video games. But if you ain't got your social security card, anything wrong, you won't go to the DMV because the line is long, but you'll stand in line for shit because it fits your desires. It fits your desires, and we chase our desires and run towards, and almost sickly in our mind, love our fears. Because people push fear on you. See, I don't let people push fear on me. I don't let people tell me, well, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Listen, I was raised by my grandmother and my aunts and my uncles. I already know the consequence. I'm a grown-ass man already, too. And that's another thing. Y'all, stop trying to tell grown-ass men what to do. I'm not looking for no father figure in no man. I had a father figure in my uncles. Some of y'all out here looking for father figures soon. So everybody's your OG. Anybody who tell you something, oh, he's an old. But you got something called old fools too. And when you sit there and you look at people, look at their track record of what they do, not what they say. I don't care about what nobody say. I look at what people do, because your actions always going to speak louder than words. Sometimes you could look at somebody's face and see they ain't in the mood. Don't even say nothing to them. They not even in the mood. Don't even say good morning. They not in the mood. But it's a real big influx of trying to police people, trying to tell people what they should and shouldn't be doing. Nobody give a fuck about your fear or your desire. If you make it as a podcaster, if you make it as a YouTuber, what the fuck that got to do with me? I don't desire to be you. I don't desire to be nothing like you at all. And you can't push no fear. Yo, if you do that, listen, then whatever gonna happen. I'm ready for that. I just hope nobody else get caught up in my bullshit. That's why I move alone. But I see many of y'all going all the way out to make sure everybody's okay. But nobody makes sure of you okay. How often does your phone ring with people just saying, I was just checking on you. You good? You don't get that. You get people, yo, I was thinking. So they were sitting there thinking. Whenever somebody call you and say, I was thinking, that means they were sitting there plotting. And then they're plotting, they plan. Somehow you're in it, but somehow you're not at the top of the plot of the plan. You're at the bottom. You're at the bottom of the plot and the plan, and somehow you're going to execute it. Think of men. You already said something. You know, women like to change shit around. You know, they'll change their hair, they'll change their makeup, they'll change shit, anything. Women to get up and say, I want to paint. They say they want to paint, but guess who's going to do the painting? You. She said she want to paint the living room, but guess who's going to be painting the living room? You. Nah, you said you want to paint. That's not what I wanted to do. You just trying to coax me into doing it. And if I don't do it, the fear is I can't get no box. I'm in the doghouse. See that? See, that's manipulation. I want to paint. Shit, I don't feel like painting. Moving all this shit around now. We ain't got no time to do that. Oh, you lazy. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. Can't get no box. Now here goes your fear. That's manipulation. Whenever it's a consequence for when you don't do something for somebody, that's manipulation. Whenever there's a consequence when you don't listen to somebody, that's manipulation. Or if you don't do this, then fuck you. Okay, well, fuck me then. I'm cool. Cool on that. Can't whoop my ass, so I don't even care. But somebody call you, yo, I had an idea. The difference between me and other people is when I have an idea, I intend on executing my idea from beginning to end. I include people sometimes, but whether they there or not, this idea is going down. Most of the time I include people because it could benefit them. Not because I need anybody. I like to collaborate with people on it. Look where that has gotten me. Look where that has gotten me. All I did was breed monsters. But that's a whole nother story, a whole nother show. But do this. If you don't do this, this is going to happen. When I get on, don't worry, I got you. Grown-ass men talking about when they get on. When you get on, how? When you get on, how? Then when the money come, we look out the window. I had these bills. Everybody got music. Everybody doing all these astronomical streaming numbers. But you'll have somebody like Snoop complaining about streaming numbers. You mean to tell me you think I believe that you streaming a lot? That you really getting money from streaming? And Snoop Dogg is complaining? And Scarface is complaining? And they got catalog and sold millions of records? You trying to make me believe that I think you're streaming? The fuck out of here. Only thing most people want from you is a post and a reshare and for you to support them 100%. And the minute you don't, they monitoring who like, listen, if you a person who get a bunch of likes on your post, right? You don't know who didn't like it. How does a person know who didn't like their post? How out of all the people who like it, they notice you didn't like it? You ain't been liking my posts. I appreciate you, Big Pound Music. You ain't been liking my posts. I didn't see it. So what's my consequence? Because that's what I always ask people. What's my consequence? I just want to know the consequence because we ain't going to do no bitch shit. We not going to be like, oh, you ain't been doing this and doing that. So I'm not obligated to do anything. Remember, I'm a person who got my own platform. I got my own shit that I should be doing and I could be doing. What make you think I'm going to put my food down to pick your food up and serve you? And that's where we at right now. So when you don't do that, they're using manipulation shit. They're using religion. They're using sex. They're using jewelry. They're using cars. They're using a law of do this for me and you'll get this. But if you don't get this, this is what's going to happen. If you don't do it, this is going to happen. So do it and you get this. But if you don't do it, this is going to happen. Can't nobody help you. Can't nobody save you. Only person that can help you is you. We don't live in a village anymore. We don't live in a community anymore. That's why I get so mad when people say the black community, because we don't live in a community no more. There's nothing about us that has camaraderie. Every man and woman is for themselves. People, sometimes the biggest enemy you have is laying right next to you in the bed. Say that again because that be going over people's heads. I've been saying that for like 20 years. Sometimes your biggest enemy is laying right next to you in the bed. Right next to you. Biggest enemy is on that phone. The biggest enemy just sent you a voice note. The biggest enemy just text you. What are they doing? Just keeping tabs. And then when they don't like something, or you didn't like something literally, or you didn't do something that they like, poof, situational. So don't be afraid of losing anybody when you gain you. When you gain your freedom, when you gain your mind, people might think, yo, he had fallen out with different niggas. Did you notice all of the niggas that I so-called had a falling out with are the same type of niggas? Narcissistic ass niggas where everything got to be all about them. Same niggas who think they helping somebody but never help nobody. The same type of nigga who all they do is talk, don't go outside, give turkeys, don't do shit for nobody, don't help nobody. The same nigga who sell you fear, they sell you fear. The same deviant type dudes. It's all the same dude. See, me, I'm a temperature checker. Oh, yo, I'm not into that. We cool, but I ain't with all that. And the minute you tell them, because we got terms and conditions on our behavior, we're supposed to be able to check each other on our behavior. If you're doing something detrimental to me, my brand, how I look at how you look, I should be able to say to you, yo, you can't do that. You can't get mad at the truth. That's where we at. So people want to police other people and watch what I'm doing. But see, I'm the nigga who's crazy to everybody. And I'm the most sane person you know. I just don't take nobody's shit. And I don't care about your fear, and I don't care about your desires, because I don't want your jewelry. I don't want your girl. I don't want your car. You can't entice me with nothing. I cannot be enticed by nothing. Nothing motivates me but what I want to do. But progress, that's the only thing that motivates me. It's progress motivates me. Individual progress. Sometimes I say us, but I know sometimes people be like, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm doing. How many times I try to include people and shit? Yo, come on. Fucking bunch of these niggas was nobodies before I put them out there. Absolute nobodies. And I'll be like, yo, come on. You know what it take for you to share some shit that you got established with somebody who ain't shit? Do you know what that take? A lot of people won't know what that take because they will never do it. Again, you got people who's this, that, and the third, but who have they shared their outlet with? Who do they post? Who shit do they share? But as always, come listen to me. Come listen to my music. Come join my school. Come join my church. Come to my rock. Come to my mosque. Come to my synagogue. Come here. Because if you don't, this is going to happen to you. That's that fear shit. And it's a tactic that's being used by people who look like you. So you automatically trust them because we were told not to trust other people. But shit, sometimes the other people help us more than we do. So now you're really confused. Like, hold on. Damn, I was taught that they the enemy. But you more the enemy than them. So now you're all the way confused. And then they try to confuse you. And then they try to give you, some of these motherfuckers try to give you Bible passages for shit or sunnahs and different in the Quran and all that shit. And the fuck out of here with all that shit, because anything could be justified through something. But there's a difference between right and wrong and how it made you feel. I didn't like that. So there's no justification. You can't read something that justifies something that I didn't like, that I physically didn't like, that I mentally didn't like. You could always find justification in something. Shit, man. The anteater, it didn't eat the ants. Well, I'm not an ant, and you're not no anteater. So this is what I'm saying. That's that manipulation. That's that fear. If you don't do this, you're going to do this. You need somebody to protect you. You need protection. That's what they tell. That's what the extortionists tell the people. Hey, man, they're going to rob you out here. So just give me money for protection and I'll make sure nobody rob you. Meanwhile, the person who's protecting you is robbing you. You understand that? Ladies, when a man tell you he going to protect you, that's a manipulation. That's pimp words. Exactly. Now you got black men telling black women, I could protect you. I'm going to protect you. Oh. And the other most manipulating shit that everybody will say now is, this is a safe space. On YouTube, this is a safe space. On YouTube? On YouTube. I seen some shit one day on Instagram. And it was this lion. Had a baby elk. Lioness. Instinctually, a lioness is a mother. A lioness will have cubs. She realized it was a baby elk. So she licked the elk, cleaned him. So the elk was feeling safe. Like, okay, I know by instinct this is not my friend. I know I'm fucked. But the lioness was licking the elk very caringly, very motherly. Then in the last moment, grabbed that elk by his neck and ran. That's the thing that's so bugged out about this. Like, the same people who trying to help you is the same people that want to hurt you. They just trying to make you comfortable. Trying to make you feel good. Just think about that. People make you feel safe. Well, you could come in, you kick your shoes off, you feel good. You don't know they're about to eat you. Imagine all the people that went in Jeffrey Dahmer's crib that felt good. I'm here with Jeff. Think about it. That's the thing, the biggest manipulation is to get you to put your guard down, to get you to feel like, yo, I'm good. That's the main problem. So it's like when you hear them say black women are not protected. We're the least protected. They love running with the Malcolm quote, but they never ever took the quote in its full context. They just took the little portion that they needed that fit their narrative. They don't take the full quote in its context. Go listen to the full quote. Go listen to the full quote. That's not what he said, black women are least. He did say that, but it was something before that and after that that made it make sense. But they took that little portion. Black women is the least protected in the world. So now you have these manipulators that come and say, I could protect you. I'm here to protect you. I'm going to protect you. When you never say, well, who the fuck going to protect me from you? The person who protects you also controls you. When you call the police and the police come fuck you off, who do you call on the police? Let's really think about that. When the police fuck you off, because they're there for what? To serve and protect. Think about those words. They're here to serve you and protect you. But when you driving and they come up behind you, you clench that steering wheel. You could be clean, your license clean, got your registration, insurance, everything is good. But for some reason, you get scared. Why are you afraid of somebody who's supposed to protect you? Just really think about that. You scared of your protection. That's all protection is. Who's going to protect me from you? So when I see this protection shit, oh, come over here. Then you got this other shit. I'm the realest nigga you know. How are you the realest nigga and you ain't got no people that could verify that? What is the realest nigga? What is the realest nigga? How you tell a woman you the realest nigga that you'll ever meet when you got women who will say otherwise all over? You got baby mothers all over the place. You got niggas who know you full of shit. That's manipulation. And that's just a tactic that's always being done. Then if you look at a situation like Big U and others, and I don't want to single him out, but what the mob do, they'll send that in, check in. Check in. Think about it. Come check in. We gonna take you around. We gonna co-sign you. We gonna show everybody you good out here. But then we also gonna tax you. So they worked on your fears and your desires at the same time. Gave you street cred, because that's what you desire. Most niggas want street credibility. Most niggas want to be known for, he ain't no joke. Why everybody laughing at you? How you not a joke if everybody laughing? He ain't no joke. So you with the hitters of the town. But you got to send that shit in, though. And you don't even know, yeah, you with us, but this is what they used to do in Brooklyn, right? So that's why I never shot dice. A dice game. Everybody at the dice game. Money down. Might be $6,000 down. Everybody shooting dice. I'm losing. About $4,500 of that is my money. I need my money back. But you got the bank. You hot. What I do? I go beep somebody. This how old ago. I go beep somebody real quick. Or I got my phone. I call somebody. I text somebody. You know what I do? I get somebody to come rob the whole dice game. Rob me too. All I want is my $4,500, my nigga. You keep that other 15. I ain't losing. I ain't taking no L. Come rob everybody. We bust the money down. That's a tactic. That's all this shit is like, it's all, first of all, anybody who make you feel comfortable is one day going to make you feel uncomfortable. Where you're going to be real uncomfortable because you felt comfortable before. So you can't even believe like, yo, how you doing this to me? Because they never intended on for you to feel comfortable in the first place. It was always to get you comfortable so they could do what they got to do. They put the fucking cheese on the goddamn trap. It's all to trap you, fears and desires. Why you think they have sales? The new iPhone 83, this one does this. So why the last one ain't do that shit? So y'all thought a year later that you was going to improve shit? Or what, you added another camera? Nobody, niggas take selfies and put tints on it and filters. What the fuck we need all these extravagant cameras for? But you think you need it. Because it works on your desire to have the best, to have the latest. So they work on that. They market that to you. Then they say, hey, come join this company and get a free iPhone on us. But you don't know the terms and conditions. So you think, hey, man, I'm going to go get a free phone. Then you go get a free phone and don't realize your bill is like $900 a month. You're like, hey, how the fuck I go from $85 to $900? Oh, no, you got a family plan and all your... Yeah, I ain't signed up for that. Yes, you did. We gave you a phone. That device is $1,500. You got 4 of them. All the plans. So they work on your desire for you to say, yo, I got something better than y'all. Look, I got the new phone, such and such. I got this. So they work on your desires. They always make you think that you need some shit that you don't even need, that you really don't even want. But the person in you that always strives to be better, that strives to be greater in the eyes of other people. Look, we care about people who don't care about us, think. Just really think about that. We care about people who don't even care about us. We care about what they think. That's why I be like, I don't give a fuck what nobody think, because I know you don't love me. Just come get the new iPhone. Macy's sale. Why you think they collect your email? So they can email you. Spring sale, short sets is out. And you just start thinking, damn, I need to do this. But you don't, though. That's what PR is. That's what marketing and promotion is. That's what that is. That's what propaganda is. That's what public relations is. That's what all that shit is. It's a manipulation tactic. Now we got in the hands of slick niggas, slick women. And now they're using it against you daily on a day-to-day basis to get views, likes, money, and all that. There's no reciprocity in a lot of shit. Before you do something for somebody, ask yourself, what is this doing for me? I want everybody to ask yourself that from now on. Before you do anything for anybody besides your children, besides your significant other, depending if y'all in a good place, ask yourself, what does this do for me? Because I know what it's going to do for you. I know what my brainchild, I know what everything that I do. Yeah, look at what Jiggy J TV said. You could share a bunch of their posts, but the minute you stop, they'll say you never supported them. Meanwhile, they don't support nobody. But future references, what I want you to do is I want you to say, what does this do for me? How does this benefit me? How does this help me? So you can say, I do it for the love. I just love giving. That's cool. Because many of us are like that. Many of us would rather see somebody else smile, would rather make the whole room smile, even if we got to go cry in the room. I seen 200 smiles today. I'm cool with that. But like Jiggy J TV said, what happens the minute you stop? Or you can't? Or you was sick? I had a nigga who I used to do mad videos for. True story. True story. I even say his name, Papoose. I used to do mad videos for Papoose, mad interviews, mad shit. Because I just wanted to see, he from Brooklyn, I wanted to see him win. Still got love for him to this day. I don't know how he feel about me, but, you know. I used to do videos for him, shoot the video, go home and edit the video, turn that shit around in 24 hours. One day I did 2 videos in a day, came back, turned both of them shits around in 24 hours. Just went home and edited from the video shoot and edited all night, all day, edited because I wanted to see him win. It's the main thing. It was him winning. Him winning was, I do anything I got to do to make sure he was good. Anything with that camera. So if you look up directed by Doggie Diamonds and Pat, you're going to see a lot of videos. You're going to see a lot of content. I never got paid for none of that shit. Never. But I didn't think to get my money because I just wanted to see him win. I never thought that, dang, he's supposed to be paying you. I never thought that because I was like, yo, I just want to see him win. Him winning is a win for us, this Brooklyn nepotism shit that I got. Don't you know one day I shot a video for him and I couldn't edit it. I couldn't. I was editing on a computer that had 4 gigs of RAM. 4. Not 8, not 16, 4. So I would have to take the footage from the 7D, the Canon 7D, put it inside of a program to keep the quality, but shrink the size of the file, then drag it into Sony Vegas and edit. So I was doing double and triple work. Diz, what's good, bro? I was doing double and triple work. Don't you know the last video that we shot, I couldn't edit it. The computer was just too full. I didn't really know about external hard drives. The computer was too full, and I had to take some of the footage off because, video is very, very harsh on your drive, right? So this nigga said to me, yo, you ain't do that video? That's not like you. I was so offended by that shit, man. That's not like you. You normally get it done. So I was saying and I said to myself, I don't really think that's a compliment. I really had to say that shit. This is like 2010 or something like that. Yeah. I said, no, this is before that, like 2008. I'm like, that's not really no compliment. That's not really no compliment. That you normally get it done. You normally do what you got to do to make it happen. And I was saying to myself, but how did that shit benefit me though? Like, I'm doing it for you. Don't get no cheese. Don't get no money. But you got a new video. You got visuals. How does that benefit me? That was also like the last time I spoke to him in life. Not my doing, but I'm just saying I didn't do videos no more because I didn't get that shit done, and then he stopped talking to me. Like I said, I don't feel no way. I know what this shit is hitting for. I know what's going on, but I was just tripping off of like, yo, that's not like you. Normally you go right home and do it. So the day that I couldn't do it, that's not like you. You got sick. You had a headache. You had a family emergency. Oh no, that's not like you. You normally go home and work for me. And I laugh because we've all been very, very naive before. But my desire in that situation was I wanted to see somebody else win so bad that was closer to the goal than I was. Closer to the goal than I was. So I was like, yo, I'll do what I got to do. I'll go home and edit. I'll do everything. I'll come do all these conversions, all of this shit I had to do. And then the fear happened out of nowhere. He wasn't fucking with me no more because I was talking about him. Meanwhile, we didn't have any mutual friends. The only mutual friend we had was the bozo that was my ex-partner. So we already know how that went. We already know what happened in that situation. And to this day, I never had a conversation with Papoose to understand what really took place. I don't feel no way, but it is a conversation that needs to be had because we was like this, you know what I'm saying? Speak on the phone 4 hours a day, 3 different times. Spoke to Remy when she was locked up, all types of shit. And then it was just nothing. But then I was like, out of this situation, what the fuck did I get? What did I get? And I wasn't even looking for nothing, but damn, I didn't get nothing either. So I'm just saying all this to say to y'all, the tactics, look for these tactics. Look for these keywords. Look for this protection word. Look for this safe space shit. Look for all these words that you're going to hear. Look for love. Look for I'm real. Look for I got you. Look for I'm going to make sure you good. See, even when they say they're going to make sure you good, look how that shit is conditional. I'm going to make sure you good if. That's pimp and prostitute shit. I'm going to protect you, but you got to go out there, get the motherfucking money, bring it back to me. You got to get the money, bring it back to me. And I'm going to make sure you good with the money that you earned. I'm going to protect you and make sure you good with the money that you earned. By laying on your back, getting on your knees, doing all types of foul, crazy, deviant shit. But I'm going to make sure you good, and I'm going to make sure you protected. All manipulation shit. And if anybody feel a way about anything I'm saying, you know I'm available. So how anybody feel how they feel. And I don't even really care. And if a hit dog gonna holler, if you feel like I'm talking to somebody or you feel like I'm talking to you, I don't think none of y'all really want to open Pandora's box anyway. I think you should just take your ball and go home. Because many people did a lot of foul shit to a lot of people. It just hasn't been spoken publicly, but they have and they do. They did a lot of foul shit. They still using these manipulation tactics to this day right now. And time is up. When people wake up, when people really steer the people in a direction to get their mind right for them. See, it ain't about me. I don't gain anything by you doing certain things, but I don't lose nothing either. But what it does do is it creates a better society for the children, for the elders, for us walking around, for us being able, because everybody is on one accord, not people who's sitting around thinking who they can manipulate or who they could get shit from. That's dangerous to all of us. So those are the people we got to get rid of. That's dangerous to all of us. Dangerous. The people who act like they helping you, but their whole thing is that they got an agenda. But they come in love. They come in love. And they win your trust only to break it. But that's their intention in the first place, because you're not the only person they do it to. It's many of y'all. It's many of y'all. So it ain't even about me. Because like I said, me, I'm good. But I've been manipulated before. Might get manipulated again. Not through those things though, because now I gotta think a little bit wiser. Now I gotta be a little bit smarter about certain shit. Because when you come in love and somebody else come in lust, or somebody make you believe that they're here to help you, then you let your guard down. Then they make you believe that you need them in crisis situations. And you know what they do? I'm going to end on this note. You ever notice people make you believe that you could depend on them in a crisis situation? And then you know what they'll do? They're going to abandon you. Just to do it. Because that's what they do. That's what they do. That's what people do. You there for them. You done coach them through all types of shit, loss. And for the record, I want to put this on record too. When I lost my relatives, I talked to my other family members. I didn't talk to somebody who was outside of my family. I didn't talk to no fake psychologist, no fake ass therapist, none of that. So we could kill that now. I didn't talk to nobody about that. I talked to y'all, my people, and I talked to my family, my blood family. Not blood through gang, but blood through vein. So any narrative that you heard or anybody or people saying, yo, he was struggling, I was helping, is a motherfucking liar. I ain't talked to nobody about any of that. There's nothing to talk about. So that was another manipulation thing that happened to me, that niggas was running around trying to use, that they was getting me through something and I'm working him through it, and that's bullshit. I didn't talk to nobody. Talk to nobody about what I was going through with my grief, because I wasn't even really truly sad. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the strange thing about it, because every time I think about my brother, I laugh. I bust out laughing because I don't even remember fun shit. I don't even remember good times. I don't remember no bad times. I don't remember them sick. I don't remember none of that shit. I just remember the happy times from childhood to my brother beating me up, to my sister I love her spaghetti. That's what I thought about. So it was never a time where somebody was sitting there, had me in some type of fucking therapy. That's cap. So let's put that on the record. So anybody who told you or might have told any of y'all that they was helping me, they a motherfucking liar. They a liar. I will go to a professional if I felt that I needed to do that. But I talked to my blood family, my relatives, not a fucking stranger from the internet. Seriously. That pissed me off too. Certain shit getting back to me and people using my situation of grief to big day shit up. Like it's cool. All for manipulation. I'm telling you, all for manipulation. All for whatever they plan is. I don't even know. But anyway, I gotta run. I'm gonna chase this barber down. Go to the gym. Try LA Fitness today. I gotta don't tell nobody. I gotta pass. Like every few months I get a new pass and shit. I just like going to different gyms sometimes. You know, different gyms got different equipment and shit. So I wanna go there. I wanna see if this pass gonna work that I got. It's a 3-day pass, so I'm going there. Yeah. Talk about manipulation, and then I'm sitting there. then I'm manipulating LA Fitness. But that's different though. We manipulate systems. We supposed to do that because they use us. You don't manipulate people. You manipulate a corporation. You manipulate different things like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But people, when you do it to people you know, or when you're doing it to people to fuck them over, is crazy. Yeah, but anyway, let me tell y'all something, man. Anybody that's going through any grief or anything like that, man, seek professional help. If you feel like you need to. Me, like I said, when I think about my brother, I bust out laughing. Me and my cousin Tad talk about him every day, and we always laugh because for us, that was the oldest person in our family that was a male, and he taught us so much. So if you really got them lessons and you really got them value systems that he gave you, then he never died, because he lives through you. He lives through his word. He lives through his laughter. He lived through his bullshit slogans. He lived through everything. And that's really what it's all about. So with that, I'll holler at y'all. Let me get up out of here. Y'all enjoy your day. It's noon. Some of y'all got to eat. Again, man, don't let nobody play with you. Watch out for them words. And before you do anything for anybody, always ask yourself, what am I getting out of this? Because everything should be a transaction. Oh, I'm doing this, you giving me this. Not, I'm giving you this with it get greater later, or later on I'm going to give you, or if I get this. No. That's not how that works. Anybody that you do something for, get your motherfucking money. If it ain't money, it got to be some type of fair exchange. Fair exchange is no robbery. But all this promissory note shit, all this, when I get on, or when I get this, nope. That ain't going to pay your bills. That's not going to keep your internet on, your phone bill, none of that. Stop taking promises. Promises don't mean nothing, especially when a person is benefiting right on the spot. Not pocket watching, not success watching, none of that. But if they getting something right now, why you can't get nothing? If you were the reason or part of the reason why they achieve something and they're getting something from it, right on the spot, why you can't get none? Oh, because when they get this, they're going to give you that. They're going to get that shit 1,000,000 times over. You ain't even the one they think about. Nigga be worried about buying the chick a pocketbook. That's right, I said a pocketbook. Not a purse, none of that. He worried about it impressing the chick. And don't be no lady who work in this space or anything and you ain't giving up no box. Shh, they ain't never going to think about you. You don't even count. They just going to pick your brain. You know, I get mad when people say to me, I want to pick your brain. That shit is very, very offensive. I'm telling you, do not let nobody say, I want to pick your brain. Fuck you mean, pick my brain? You know how offensive that is? When people say to you, I want to pick your brain about something. Nah, you want to pick my brain? Hold on. Let me show you how you could pick my brain. Hold on. It's on here somewhere. I'm blind with these shades on, so let me see if I can find it. You want to pick my brain? This how you pick my brain. See, what's that last line? See, that's when it changes. You want to pick my brain? Look at that last line. See, that's when it changes. That's when it's different. Oh, that was different. I mean, not like that. I ain't mean like that. I just wanted to build. Look at that last line and read. That's when they don't want to pick your brain no more because it has to be transactional. See how that works? You want to pick my brain? Okay, cool. So send that in. We could talk, sit on the phone for 2 hours. How long you need to pick my brain for? Look at that last line. Oh, I ain't want to pick your brain like that. I mean, it was just a quick question. I don't got time for quick questions. And I'm the one that asks all the questions around here. I'm the goddamn interviewer.